Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and in my channel I make informative videos para sa mga Filipino families na gustong pumunta dito sa New Zealand or gusto lang malaman yung buhay dito sa New Zealand. I also do lifestyle vlog and a little bit of a mommy makeup too. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in my small YouTube channel. In today's video, introduce ko sa inyo ang aking special guest. Siya ay isang licensed immigration advisor and her name is Hani Rasalan. And if you want to know her, kung paano siya nakapunta dito sa New Zealand and paano siya naging licensed immigration advisor, please keep on watching. I'm going to introduce to you our licensed immigration advisor. Her name is Hani Rasalan. Hi Hani, welcome to my channel.
Hello, welcome po, and it's so nice to be here with you today, Liz.
Yeah, thank you sa pag-guest mo sa channel ko.
Yep.
So, actually, nag-meet lang kami ni Hani recently, and I'm very lucky na na-meet kita dun sa event na yon. So, yeah, thank you very much sa pagpunta sa aking channel and sa bahay namin.
No worries, no worries. It's my pleasure, Liz.
For this one, I'm just going to ask you, so ano ba yung background mo, paano ka naging immigration advisor, and what advice do you give, you know, for or ano yung mga client mo?
So again, magandang umaga, hapon, gabi po sa inyong lahat, and I'm really so happy na maging guest ako ni Liz sa kanyang YouTube channel today. So ang pangalan ko po is Hani Rasalan, and ako po ay isang licensed immigration advisor. So, in New Zealand, when you give immigration advice, you need to be licensed. So, before you can become a licensed immigration advisor, you need to study. So, may requirement siya.
Okay.
So you have to study for, but if you want to study it for a full time, then it's gonna be a 1 year.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, once you finish yung course, then you can apply for a provisional license. So, as a licensed immigration advisor. So, on top of yung course na tapusin mo, syempre may kailangan din silang i-require sa'yo, mga police clearance, etc. Because, syempre kapag licensed immigration advisor, kailangan yung integrity mo ba?
Oo,
so, yun. So, kailangan wala kang kaso, ganun. So, it's a little bit tough, let's just say. So, being an immigration advisor, you have to do a lot of things. There's a lot of hurdles there. Pero ngayon, a provisional license advisor po ako, which it means is that parang lang po ko, I need meron po na-supervise sa provisional license holder. It means na syempre dahil bago ka sa industry, then someone has to teach you the ropes.
Yeah, like mentor mo.
My mentor. So, required ka na magkaroon ka ng mentor for 2 years.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that.
So, after 2 years, pag okay ka na, then you can go on your own.
Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah.
So, kung sino yung mga, yung mga clients, but basically anyone who wants to ask anything about, basically immigration-related questions.
Okay.
Say, for example, people who are thinking of coming to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Kapag andito sila sa New Zealand, let's just say, meron silang temporary visa and they decide to, I actually like in New Zealand, I want to stay here permanently, but I want to know, ano bang kailangan kong gawin?
Yeah.
So, yun yung mga, yung mga klase ng tao na tinutulungan ko, is to give them an honest and practical advice.
Okay. Yeah.
Realistic advice.
Yeah.
So, depende sa situation nila.
Oo nga. Kasi ever since I started my YouTube channel, ang dami talaga nagtatanong sa akin kung paano makapunta dito sa New Zealand. Kaya nga, na-meet kita, ay sabi ko, oh my gosh, right timing. Kasi nga, hindi ko naman masagot. Lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila, go to New Zealand website, kasi New Zealand immigration website, kasi hindi ako advisor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of which tama yung ginawa mo. Kasi, how do you call this one? Ang immigration law, kasi, it's a very complicated law. And, for a lay person, for a regular person, is kung mahirap siyang i-digest. Especially kung wala kang legal background, napakahirap. So, you also have the website, which is called the www.immigration.govt.nz. Yan po ang official website ng Immigration New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm sure you have been in the website. I've been to the website as well. And it's just too much. It's so complicated. There's a lot of information there.
Yeah.
So, ang problema is, actually, the first problem is, where do I start?
Yeah,
Basically, yun ang
exactly.
pinakamahirap.
Mm-mm.
So, people, if they have the time and luxury, then you can always go to the website. Lahat po ng information doon that comes from the government. So, you don't have to, kung ano po yung sinabi doon, tama po lahat yon.
Yeah.
However, kung time pressed kayo, meaning ibig sabihin, you're too busy with your life, with your job, with your family,
Yeah.
and you don't have the time to go through all the information.
Yeah.
And of course, as much as possible, you want to have like someone to answer your question basically.
Yeah. Kasi
So,
parang tailor-made din naman siya eh. Kasi
Mm.
yung sa New Zealand website is everything, di ba?
Exactly.
Mm.
Lahat na yon, parang andun lahat yon, andun lahat yon. So, ang ano kasi doon is, the question is, how about in my case? Because remember, bawat tao po, iba-iba yung situation. Iba-iba yung situation, iba yung background, basically, iba-iba ang sitwasyon ng every person is unique.
Yeah.
Yon. So, for people to, syempre, yung information naman doon sa website, those are general information,
Yeah.
of which you can get small information there na specific sa situation mo. However, sometimes may mga question ang wala doon.
Correct.
There's no answer doon sa specific question mo.
Yeah.
So, minsan doon tayo nag-struggle ba? So, where do I actually get that information? So, ako rin po, I came to New Zealand on my own. Nag-do-it-yourself po ako. I didn't use a licensed immigration advisor because
Yeah.
at that time, ang immigration advice was not regulated. Ibig sabihin, kahit sino pwede magbigay ng immigration advice. Kaya, well, at the downside, ang nangyari kasi doon, maraming naloko. Maraming naloko noon. There were a lot of people that get scammed. Oo. Tapos, syempre, mga mga fly-by-nights mga fly-by-nights immigration advisor and then, they took advantage of people basically. So, that's what happened before.
Yeah.
Kaya ni-regulate naman yung immigration advice. So, that's why hindi po lahat ay pwedeng magbigay ng immigration advice.
Correct. Yeah.
Kailangan lisensyado po lahat. And then, meron po yung website ng called www.iaa.gov.nz. Again, that is a government website po yon. And then, mayroon po dong listahan ng mga licensed immigration advisor.
Okay.
Yeah. So, kung i-google po, kung i-search nyo po yung pangalan ko doon, andun po ako. So, that's when you know that the person is actually,
legit.
it's legitimate.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So, yun po yung doon.
I'll put her name here, somewhere here, para may type nyo na lang, ma-search nyo. And I'm going to put the link down below din pala if you want to connect with Honey, because she has her own Facebook page. So, in the future, mag-post ka ng mga videos like frequently asked questions. So, i-follow nyo na lang siya sa kanyang Facebook page. So, Honey, I'm just going to ask you a question as well. Paano ka nakapunta dito sa New Zealand? Kasi, for me, na-share ko na yun kung paano kami nakapunta sa New Zealand. I'll just put the link down below as well. When did you arrive here to New Zealand and paano?
Okay. I came to New Zealand way back in 2007.
Oh, okay.
Yep, March 2007. So, more or less, I've been here for 13 years.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Nice.
So, at the time, kasi yung ko doon is, I want me and my family want to live permanently in New Zealand. So, of course, the right pathway for me was through the skilled migrant category.
Okay.
Okay? I've applied from overseas. Nasa Pilipinas po ako noon. Nag-apply ko ng EOI, nag-fill out ng EOI. And
What's the EOI?
expression of interest.
Okay.
So, ang expression of interest is, kasi hindi po lahat kasi, not everyone can actually become residents in New Zealand. So, that's why you have to express your interest to be invited to apply. Okay? So, I have to fill out the form, and again, it's also a point-based system.
Yeah.
So, ibig sabihin po nun, kung sino yung i-invite nila to apply for residency, depende po doon sa points mo. So, of course, the higher your points, the better it was.
Yeah.
Nung nag-fill up ko yung form, I actually just met the minimum threshold at the time. Okay? So, at that time, ang threshold po noon was 100 points. 100 points
okay,
noon.
ngayon?
160 points.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Yeah,
So, the reason kung bakit maraming taga-offshore, offshore means yung taga-ibang bansa, you mean you're outside of New Zealand and apply residency, marami po nakapasok noon from offshore is because mababa yung threshold.
Yeah, okay.
So, in a way, I was fortunate na ganun yung,
galing.
ano. So, yun po yung nangyari. So, nag-apply po ako 2005. 2 years na na-process siya. Then, I got invited to apply. And then, my husband and I came to New Zealand March 2007. However, it wasn't a straightforward residency. Hindi siya
Okay.
straightforward residency. So,
So,
I was
nung nag-apply ka ng skilled migrant, ano yung in-apply mo? Ano yung specific na name? Ano ba? Kunyari, pag nurse, gano'n.
right. Wala. Kasi they give you points sa relevant work experience mo. Okay? So, so marami po akong naging work sa Philippines. Ako po ay nagturo po ako sa isang university noon.
Okay.
Naging research assistant din ako. Then, I also work sa isang non-profit organization. Sa International Development Project.
Yeah.
And yung experience ko po doon, it gave me enough points to meet yung minimum threshold. Ganon.
Okay.
Mag-make na sila ng decision. So, hindi po straightforward na residency binigay nila sa akin. So, sabi nila,
So, work to resident?
yes, it was work
okay.
to residence. Ito, 6 months.
6
Yes.
months. Ngayon?
Ang work to residence, iba yung work to residence ngayon. Iba yung concept. So, ang work to residence na 6 months noon was, I was given 6 months work visa to find work in New Zealand.
Okay. Yeah.
So, sa awa ng Diyos, nakahanap naman po ako ng work. Nagtrabaho po ako sa isang non-profit organization din dito sa New Zealand called the Migrant Action Trust. So sila po yung talagang tumutulong sa mga migrants on how to settle in New Zealand, how to find work,
Okay.
And I worked with them for 12 years.
12 years,
Yeah.
wow! So, just recently ka lang pala,
Yes, yes.
Umiwalay.
Yes, so I just recently resigned noong October 2018 to pursue itong career and immigration advice. Pero ang puso ko pa rin is andun pa rin sa pagtulong.
Yeah.
And one of my motivation as well na magpa-interview ako sa'yo is because I want people to get the right advice.
Yeah, exactly.
So, although sabihin na natin na, we get paid to do this job because of course, you also have to make a living. But the thing is, ang puso ko po talaga is, we need to provide the right information from the source.
Definitely.
Okay? So, once you got the right information, then it gives you the opportunity to make the right decision.
Yeah.
Okay? Kasi po, hindi po talaga, ang New Zealand po ay hindi para sa lahat. Okay? Hindi para sa lahat. Hindi porket you've got money, you can settle in New Zealand. Okay? It doesn't mean na, like even if, let's say, you're naging vice president ka sa company mo, ganon, ma-residente ka sa New Zealand. Hindi po yun. That's not the case. That's not the case. Very challenging po. Very challenging ang buhay dito sa New Zealand.
Yeah.
Pero again, at the end of the day, kahit na very challenging siya. I mean, I face a lot of challenges when, nung nagsisettle ako. And it actually gave me it gave me the joy in my heart na, I've survived this and I really, really treasure being here in New Zealand and being a New Zealand citizen. So, yun yung ko. So, that's my passion right now.
Yeah.
So,
Is to help people.
Is to help people, is to give them the right information, to think it over if New Zealand is really the right place for you. And then, at the end of the day, it's your decision. Okay, it's your decision. Because, kasi una sa lahat, it's gonna be your money, it's gonna be your time. Okay, it's gonna be you who's gonna give up a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you have to weigh whether is it actually worth giving up.
Yeah.
Okay, so lakas din ng loob yan. Lakas ng loob. So,
Yeah.
gaano kalakas ang loob mo?
Correct.
Yan. So, minsan, sometimes I really taas saludo talaga ako sa mga tao rin na, who have taken the risk.
Yeah.
Naging successful, but I also tell you, marami rin ang kakilala na hindi naging successful.
Yeah.
But I will always say na, it's all part of our experience. Pati yan ang buhay natin na, hindi naman lahat is winner ka.
Yeah.
You know?
Tama.
Hindi lahat winner ka. Para sa akin, you always take it as a lessons learned. It might be quite expensive lesson, pero sa akin, those are lessons learned.
Yeah.
So,
Correct yun. Mayroong mga sinuswerte, meron din namang hindi.
Yep. But for me, it's all about preparation.
Yeah.
It's all about preparation.
Yeah.
So, as I mentioned, hindi porket mayaman ka, magaling ka, if you did not prepare right, maraming big challenges along the way.
Okay. Yeah. Maganda rin na na-interview kita ngayon kasi based on my experience, dahil nga husband ko is nurse, mas madali yung pathway na nangyari na nakuha niya kagad yung residency niya and kami din. So So my next topic naman in my next video is what I'm going to do is, ang topic namin doon is what are the pathways coming to New Zealand. Thank you so much, Honey, for being a part of my YouTube channel. If you want to follow, I'll put the link down below, yung Facebook page ni Honey, so that if you have questions, she will make a video on that. Sa mga frequently asked questions nyo, just follow her on her Facebook page.